Imagine gasping for breath day after day with no relief in sight. For weeks, nothing seemed to help. The treatments weren't working, the struggle continued, and hope was fading fast. This was Goober's reality, a sweet cat trapped in a body that wouldn't let her breathe properly, fighting a battle that seemed impossible to win. But what veterinarians discovered hiding inside her would change everything. And the twist ending to her story proves that sometimes the people who save you are the ones meant to keep you forever. When Goober first arrived at Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Salt Lake City, something was very wrong. This beautiful cat was struggling with severe respiratory issues that made every breath a challenge. The medical team immediately recognized the seriousness of her condition and wasted no time starting treatment. They were determined to help her breathe easier and live the comfortable life every cat deserves. But as the days turned into weeks, something troubling became clear. Nothing was working. Despite their best efforts and multiple treatment approaches, Goober showed little to no improvement. She was still struggling, still suffering, and the team was running out of options. The veterinary staff refused to give up on Goober. They knew there had to be an answer somewhere, something they were missing that could finally bring this sweet girl the relief she desperately needed. After careful examination and persistent investigation, a staff veterinarian finally made a breakthrough discovery. Deep within Goober's upper respiratory tract, they found the culprit. A massive polyp that had been blocking her airways all along. This explained everything. Why she couldn't breathe properly, why the standard treatments hadn't worked, and why she'd been suffering for so long. The polyp needed to be surgically removed, and soon. But there was a complication. Before they could proceed with the surgery, Goober needed additional diagnostic tests that couldn't be performed at the sanctuary. She would need to visit an external veterinary clinic for specialized testing to ensure she was healthy enough for the procedure and that the surgery would be safe. So Goober was transported to the external veterinary clinic, nervous and uncertain about what lay ahead. She had no idea that this seemingly routine trip would become the most important journey of her life. As soon as Goober arrived at the clinic, something magical began to happen. The veterinary team there, the doctors, technicians, and support staff immediately connected with her. Despite her respiratory struggles and the obvious discomfort she was experiencing, Goober's sweet and loving personality shone through. She had a way of looking at people with those trusting eyes that seemed to say, "I know you're trying to help me." The clinic staff performed the necessary tests, carefully evaluating her condition and preparing the treatment plan. But during those hours Goober spent at the clinic, something deeper was developing. The entire team was falling completely in love with her.
They saw beyond the medical case file and the respiratory issues. They saw a survivor, a fighter, a beautiful soul who had endured so much and still had so much love to give. They saw a cat who deserved not just medical intervention, but a forever home filled with care, understanding, and endless affection. As they worked with Goober, discussing her test results and surgical options, an idea began to take shape among the team members. What if Goober didn't have to go back to the sanctuary after her surgery? What if she could stay right here with the people who understood her medical needs better than anyone? What if this clinic could become her permanent home? The decision was unanimous and heartfelt. The veterinary team made an incredible choice that would transform both their workplace and Goober's future. They adopted her as their official office cat. It was the perfect solution, almost as if fate had orchestrated the entire situation. Goober would receive the ongoing medical monitoring and care she needed from a team of professionals who already knew her case intimately. She would live in an environment where everyone understood her health challenges and could respond immediately
if any issues arose. But most importantly, she would be surrounded every single day by people who genuinely loved her and wanted her there.
After her successful surgery to remove the polyp, Guba began her new life as a valued member of the veterinary team. The transformation was remarkable. Finally able to breathe freely without that massive obstruction blocking her airways, Guba blossomed into the happy, playful cat she was always meant to be. Her days of struggling for each breath were over. Now she spends her time doing what office cats do best, greeting clients with gentle head bumps, supervising medical procedures from her favorite perches, accepting chin scratches from staff members during their breaks, and providing emotional support to nervous pet parents in the waiting room. She's become an integral part of the clinic's family, a living testament to the power of compassionate veterinary care and the unexpected paths that lead to perfect adoptions. What makes Guba's story so extraordinary isn't just that she found a home, it's that she found exactly the right home at exactly the right moment. The very people who diagnosed her condition, who fought to uncover the source of her suffering, who refused to give up until they found answers, became the family she needed. They didn't just save her life with their medical expertise, they enriched it with their love. For Guba, what started as a frightening health crisis became a journey to her forever home. She went from struggling to breathe in a shelter environment to thriving as a beloved office cat, surrounded by medical professionals who monitor her health and shower her with affection. Every day, she reminds the veterinary team why they chose this profession: to make a difference in animals' lives, one patient at a time. Guba's journey from a shelter cat with mysterious respiratory issues to a cherished member of a veterinary clinic family proves that miracles happen in the most unexpected places. Sometimes the people who are meant to heal you are also meant to love you forever. Sometimes a medical appointment becomes a doorway to destiny. And sometimes the most perfect adoption is the one nobody planned, but everyone needed. So here's a question for you. Have you ever witnessed or experienced an unexpected adoption story where everything just fell perfectly into place? Share your story in the comments below, because we'd love to hear it. And don't forget to follow us to join our pet lovers family. See you in the next story.